Samsung's Good Lock app has always been a favorite among Galaxy users, offering extensive customization options to personalize their devices. But lately, there's been a hitch, an annoying bug in a Lockstar module. If you've been tweaking your lock screen and using Always On Display (AOD), you might have noticed something peculiar. Notification icons are getting misplaced, overlapping with other widgets or elements on the lock screen. It's an issue that's been bothering Galaxy S24 users for weeks, and while Samsung has acknowledged the problem, the solution isn't arriving anytime soon. The trouble starts when Lockstar, a Good Lock module, is used to customize the lock screen. While the feature itself is impressive, it seems to be creating conflicts with the always-on display functionality. Normally, AOD is supposed to sync seamlessly with the lock screen, but in this case, any customization done using Lockstar doesn't save properly. As a result, notification icons end up overlapping other UI elements, creating a messy and frustrating experience for users. Complaints about this issue began surfacing weeks ago, with several users taking to the Samsung community forums to voice their concerns. The Galaxy S24, Samsung's latest flagship series, seems to be most affected, though it's unclear if other Galaxy models face the same bug. The root cause lies in how the AOD screen is tied to the lock screen. When you make changes using Lockstar, the system struggles to save those customizations properly. Instead of working smoothly, it ends up displaying notification icons in the wrong places. This technical glitch has left users frustrated, as one of the main appeals of Good Lock is its ability to give users more control over their device's look and feel. Now, here's the good news, or maybe not so good news. Samsung has finally addressed the issue, acknowledging the bug's existence. According to a post spotted by Tarumvets33, Samsung confirmed that a fix is on the way. The catch? The solution is tied to the upcoming One UI 7.0 update. Unfortunately, the One UI 7.0 beta hasn't even been released yet, and the stable version is still months away. This means users facing the Lockstar bug will have to deal with it for the foreseeable future. For Galaxy S24 owners, the wait could be especially frustrating, as the flagship device is at the center of this issue. As of now, there's no exact timeline for when the One UI 7.0 update will roll out. Beta versions typically take a while to reach stability, and even after that, the update will roll out gradually to different devices. While Galaxy S24 users may be among the first to receive it, other Galaxy phones won't see the update until much later. For those hoping for a quicker fix, Samsung hasn't announced any interim patches or updates to resolve the bug. This means the current workaround is simply to avoid using Lockstar for lock screen customization, especially if you rely on AOD for notifications. Good Lock has always been a powerful tool for personalization, but this bug highlights a drawback of relying heavily on third-party modules, even when they're officially. For other Galaxy phone users, it's unclear whether the issue will appear. The fix won't arrive until a One UI 7.0 update eventually makes its way to those devices. Stay tuned for updates on One UI 7.0 as Samsung rolls out its beta program in the coming weeks. Hopefully, this bug will soon be a thing of the past, allowing users to fully enjoy the customization Good Lock is known for. In the smartphone world, Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max and Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra. Both of these phones push the boundaries of mobile technology, offering cutting-edge features and exceptional performance. But which one takes the crown as the best big phone of 2024? Let's dive in and compare them side by side. Design. Starting with the design, both phones have distinct looks that reflect their brand identities. The iPhone 16 Pro Max stays true to Apple's iconic rectangular shape with flat sides and soft corners. This year, it features an even slimmer bezel, allowing for a larger 6.9-inch display. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra, on the other hand, keeps its sleek, curved edges and integrates the ever-popular S Pen, a feature unique to Samsung's Ultra series. Size-wise, the differences are minimal. The iPhone 16 Pro Max measures 163mm at 77.6mm, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra is slightly shorter, but a bit wider at 162.3mm at 79mm. That extra width allows room for the S Pen, which gives Samsung an edge in productivity. Apple, however, introduces something new this year, the camera control button, a capacitive touch key that allows for zooming and other camera controls with a swipe. When it comes to color options, Apple sticks with its sophisticated muted tones, white, black, natural, and the new Desert Titanium. Samsung goes for more variety with options like Titanium Violet and Yellow. And for those ordering through Samsung's website, you get access to exclusive colors like Titanium Blue and Green. Display. Now, onto the display. Both phones deliver top-tier screen technology. The iPhone 16 Pro Max boasts a 6.9-inch OLED display with a buttery smooth 120Hz refresh rate. As with the iPhone 15 Pro series, you also get the always-on display feature, which lowers the refresh rate to just 1 Hz when the phone is idle. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra isn't far behind with its stunning 6.8-inch AMOLED display that also supports 120Hz refresh rates and an always-on feature. One advantage Samsung brings is an anti-reflective coating, making outdoor visibility much easier in bright sunlight, something the iPhone lacks. Both displays are breathtakingly vibrant, but there are subtle differences in color. The iPhone 16 Pro Max tends to lean towards warmer yellowish tones, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra has a cooler, more tealish hue. A standout feature for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its ability to drop its brightness to just 1 nit for easier nighttime viewing, great for late-night scrolling. Performance. Now let's talk about what's under the hood. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is powered by Apple's latest A18 Pro chip, built on a second-generation 3nm process. This makes it incredibly efficient, with significant improvements in heat dissipation and sustained performance compared to its predecessor, the A17 Pro chip. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra is no slouch either. It runs on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, custom-tuned for Galaxy devices. While the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 performs well, especially in gaming and graphics-intensive tasks, it tends to throttle a bit sooner than Apple's A18 Pro under extreme stress. In benchmark tests, the iPhone 16 Pro Max leads in CPU performance, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra takes the edge in 3D graphics, scoring slightly higher in peak performance. However, Apple's new chip excels in long-term sustained performance, so if you're planning on pushing your phone to its limits, the iPhone may have a slight edge. Camera next. Let's discuss one of the most critical aspects of any flagship phone, the cameras. The iPhone 16 Pro Max features a 48-megapixel main sensor paired with a new 48-megapixel ultra-wide sensor and a 12-megapixel telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom. Apple has also introduced a new lens coating to minimize lens flare, addressing a common complaint in previous models. On the flip side, Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra brings its camera game with a 200-megapixel main camera, a 50-megapixel zoom lens, a 10-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x zoom, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Samsung has packed in more megapixels, but remember, megapixels aren't everything. The iPhone tends to produce more natural-looking photos, whereas the Galaxy S24 Ultra sometimes leans into oversaturation, delivering more vibrant images. In low-light photography, both phones perform exceptionally well, but Samsung's larger sensor can capture more detail in some scenarios. For video, the iPhone takes the crown with its 4K recording at 120 frames per second, ideal for capturing stunning slow-motion footage. While Samsung's camera app offers tons of customization, Apple's new camera control button provides a more intuitive experience for videographers. Battery life and charging. In terms of battery life, the iPhone 16 Pro Max packs a 4,685 mAh battery, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra edges it out with a 5,000 mAh battery. Both phones are more than capable of lasting through a day of heavy use, but Samsung's slightly larger battery may give it a slight advantage. When it comes to charging, Samsung takes the lead. The Galaxy S24 Ultra supports 45-watt wired charging compared to the iPhone's 20-watt charging speed. Samsung also has reverse wireless charging, which allows you to charge other devices like earbuds on the back of your phone, something Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max doesn't offer. Software. Lastly, let's compare software. Both iOS and One UI are polished, mature operating systems, but they offer different user experiences. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is a fantastic choice. But if you're looking for more customization options, better charging speeds, and love the idea of an S Pen, Galaxy S24 Ultra might be the perfect phone for you. Ultimately, both of these phones are top-tier devices with a ton to offer. Whichever one you choose, you're getting a powerful, feature-packed smartphone that will keep you ahead of the curve in 2024.